us a little bit about the weather trends here in the ACT region over the last few decades.
Yeah, we're very lucky here in Canberra in that we have daily records of temperature, rainfall from Bureau site at the airport, which started in March 1939.
Okay.
So we have a daily record for that goes back over 76, 77 years from the one location. The fact that it's been at the airport also means it hasn't actually been built out, and therefore been affected by urbanisation, or until recently, until the last couple of years anyway.
Okay.
So that's a pristine site that we can actually use to try to see what's been happening in terms of changes in the climate, because you need a base period of 30 years.
Okay.
Before you can actually start to look at what trends there have been.
And what sort of trends have you been discovering?
Well, particularly in over recent decades, that we've seen a bit of a change in Canberra's climate in the fact that winters are getting shorter and warmer. Summers are getting hotter, but they're not necessarily extending into March.
Okay.
So what's happening in summer is we're getting more hot days, but we're also getting longer sequences of hot days, particularly in January and February. Whereas in winter, we're finding the cold temperatures are not starting as early and not going as long. And you're generally starting to get slightly warmer days. And on the other side of things, rainfall is a lot more difficult because it's both spatially and temporally orientated.
Right.
But there are trends in the fact that autumn appears to be getting warm. That autumn is getting drier.
Okay.
Particularly over the last 10 to 15 years of when we've had the millennium drought.
Right.
So most of the changes in rainfall in Canberra seem to be related to what's been happening in autumn.
Okay. And you were talking a little bit about the summer and heat waves, and not just that the heat in the summer is increasing, but that there's hotter nights as well.
That's right. The other side of heat waves and the impact on human health is not so much the hot days, but also the hot nights. Well,
right.
But Canberra, being inland, doesn't have the extreme hot nights that may occur on the coast, like in Adelaide or Perth or Melbourne in a heat wave. But it does, affect people if it's outside what people are used to.